There you go.
Thank you kindly. Welcome back to the Galapagos Isles campaign. This
Chickens.
time with the lesbians in the same house.
Ah!
I know.
Chicken, you were echoing like you were part of a seminar.
I know. Isn't it grand and splendid?
It's
Maybe.
gone
Not
now.
echoing anymore.
Oh.
I
That
can hear
maniacal
Coops in the
laughter in the
background.
background is my
Yep.
beloved girlfriend. Anyway,
That's gay.
last we left off, you had been convinced to stay in the house of Uda's old flame, and evidently, baby ma, as she teaches Stillwater to read the stars as she does, so you can get to the star spirits. Meanwhile, all the rest of you are trying to not have Uda end up staying there because you have some kind of attachment to him or something. I'm not entirely certain.
Yep.
Well, I think we can live with him at least as long as we can get him to come with us at least for this part of the journey. I think it's okay if we just send him back later.
Yes.
Yes, send him
You've
back
been
to the-
abandoned.
send
At least
back
let
to
him finish the
loveless
job
marriage.
before we. Yes.
Anyway, Wei has been playing poker for the last couple of lifetimes, but now she's finally decided to no more poker. Meanwhile, Luminosity is pacing around the cannon, waiting for it to fire.
No, I'm pacing around the cannon
Suicide is
because
painless.
he gets testy when he has nothing to do.
And it brings on many changes. And
How'd-
I take or leave it if I try.
And apparently,
Connor!
Connor's drunk.
What?
My God.
That's what we're gonna be later. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Oh my.
This
Man.
is gonna sound really, really weak to you Americans, but we bought a lot of cider.
No,
That
that's a thing.
sounds
That's a
really
thing
bad.
down here in the south.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I-
Back in the South
I
where I
still have
belong.
I still have a 6-pack of hard cider in my refrigerator.
Bow, 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 bow.
Because
Wei
apple
walks
juice-
out of. Hmm?
I was gonna say because apple juice makes me nauseous.
No, jeez. Well,
Yeah.
sorry, Zeffy, about your intolerance to apple juice. That's
It's okay.
really shitty.
It
But
is.
Wei
Yeah,
bids
it really sucks that you have an
Steve.
It really sucks that you have intolerant to the juice.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not.
Did you just?
not yet. If I
Oh my
if I
God.
sip it, if I
Maybe
drink
you should
it,
try
I'll drink too
concentrating
much
it.
too fast.
Oh my
God damn it! God.
I'm disappointed in you.
Yeah.
And he just keeps going.
I'm so proud of you.
Applejack is
well,
not
you
amused.
know it's all just a gas.
All right. God damn it! Not you. Can I? Wei leaves the poker room, giving King Steve a very respectful farewell. She's just had her fill of poker for the time being.
And apparently, he's also out in the hallway too.
No,
Really?
no.
No.
Wait a minute.
No.
Huh.
And she walks out of the room down the hallway. Notices luminosity insistently pacing around this goddamn cannon and just pauses there. Takes a slow breath and
Hi.
speaks. Luminosity, what exactly are you doing?
I'm just pacing. I get fidgety when there's nothing to do.
Okay, where are the others?
Well, let's see. 2 of them were playing poker.
I just came from the poker room. I know.
3 or 4 of them are in the library. I think Pawn, Stillwater, Carbon, and Uda. Moonlit Night is in her room, last I checked. And I have no idea where Feather went.
Alright. Wei nods. Thank you for the information, Luminosity.
I need something to do. Can I come with you, please?
Yes. Yes, you can.
I'll be quiet, I promise.
I'll hold you to that. I will.
It's
And
fine.
then she... then she starts to walk down the hallway towards the library, where Pond, Stillwater, Carvin, and Uda are, knocking lightly before entering. So how
Pawn
are
is
things?
kind of half-heartedly reading a book right now. Not super interested, more as like he is waiting for something. And he looks like he's going to be waiting for a while.
Oh, what happened here?
What? I don't know about them too, but I'm doing pretty good. How'd your
That's
poker
good to
game
hear.
go?
After so many wild hoof gestures, I've had my fill of poker for a while.
Glad to be understanding.
How did all of this go?
All of what go?
Wait a second, didn't you guys talk to baby mama?
Yep.
You're
Oh.
talking to insert her name here because I forgot it like a
Moonlit
dumbass.
night.
Moonlit night.
Yes.
How did
Oh.
the conversation?
I still have an ongoing conversation with her. She just needs time to think.
I understand. Well, she is in her room, yes?
Yes,
Do you think it would be okay if I go and check on her?
maybe. She's in a gentle state, so to speak.
Yeah.
Maybe a kind word or two would be.
I wish I could move my token. Yay!
Hey, you can.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there
Wish
was a
one
wall
would.
there.
Skadoosh.
Thanks, Connor, you magical bastard.
Yeah.
Magical tiny horse.
Thank you for the information, Pon. Wei goes over to the door and lightly knocks on it.
Then do so. Move your token.
Like the move token?
Move
That
token.
is the kitchen.
Where is her room?
Go boss.
The one with the bed in it.
Yeah.
Beacon? I can't really see it.
Down here.
Okay, then. Get your fucking tokens, there's so many fucking shadows!
Sorry.
I don't blame you, it's okay.
Should I just bring you to the front of her room?
That would be good.
Will do.
God.
There it is.
She goes over to the bedroom and knocks slightly on the door.
And she hears from the inside the rather tired sounding voice of Moonlit Night. Come in.
Wei pauses, turns to Luminosity. You should stay out for this one.
No, that's okay. I understand. I'll be out here if you need me.
Okay. Wei carefully enters and closes the door behind her.
She sees Moonlit Night standing over by the telescope as always, peering out at sea and up at the steadily darkening sky above.
Ah. Hello, Moonlit Night.
Ah. Hello to you too. She turns. Wei, was it?
Yes.
It's a pleasure making your acquaintance, she says, peering back into the telescope.
The pleasure is all mine. I have to ask, how are you feeling?
Moonlit pauses for a moment. Then she turns around, frowning. And I would have to ask why you would concern yourself with that.
It's It's been rough, has it not?
She looks down, looks over at her telescope, and steps aside from it with a hoof gently caressing the barrel of it. It has. I've been doing very little else but peering up at the sky and documenting the stars, their positions, their movements between nights.
Huh.
If only to distract myself.
Okay, seriously, you motherfuckers need to go into separate rooms.
Well, shit.
We're getting some serious fucking feedback. We can't hear a single goddamn thing you're saying.
Ah, shit, fuck that.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you control that while I move over to the kitchen.
No!
You know, you could just share the same mic.
She's calling for the Pringles.
We could just share the same mic.
Zeffy, I'm gonna fucking beat you senseless.
Do you want to share the same mic?
I don't want to peek too much, but alright.
I think it'll be easier in both of us.
Alright.
Let's see. Hey, I'm gonna just drop out of the call and then we can share the same mic.
Aboop babadoo badabahoo bop bop.
Yep.
Skeeter was like a wop 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 wop.
And then we move to the carriage together.
Yay!
Thank you.
Pretty lady.
Pretty lady.
And back to our wily adventures.
The adventures of the pretty lady and also her girlfriend.
God damn it. Alright. Wei kind of stands there and takes in what Moonlit Knight had to say and nods. I can understand. It is not easy what you have been going through. It is probably not my place, and you certainly don't have to if you don't want to. I know I am very much a stranger, but perhaps a stranger who can understand to some extent. So if you would like to talk, I am all ears.
I would say I was under the impression that talking was something you were doing right now.
We are, but talking about the things that you have been trying to avoid. It may sound a little ridiculous, but sometimes it can help. Looking out your emotions to talking to somebody else is... It has helped a lot through the days.
I must unfortunately inform you, we of Creola.
Chicken, could you come a little closer to the mic?
I must unfortunately inform you, Way of Creola, that talking about your emotions is not exactly what we do here in Edisnorth. She looks down, takes a swim and a pause, and she looks back other way. We usually just forget them.
But forgetting is a lot harder than it looks, is it not?
I don't forget. The rest of my people here might be blessed with this ability, but I cannot.
I do not... fuck! I do not blame you for not being able to forget this. Honestly, I do not think I would know anybody who would. You've been put through something despicable.
To say the least. And now, the one person whose shoulders this entire despicable deed hangs upon has come back to me. crawling in on his crying knees for my help. Not my forgiveness, not even my blessing, but just my help.
Ah. So she Wait, pauses as if she doesn't know what the fuck to say for a moment. And slowly raises her hooves up past her bangs and rubs at the sides of her head as if in frustration. And moves the hair a bit to the side so that her red eyes can gaze upon moon at night.
Her
Your
red eyes
red
glistening.
eyes
It's like a shitty fan fiction.
glistening in the twinkling lesbian moonlight.
Watching as the stars come out in moonlit
Hey, she just needs some
skies.
Visine.
That pure acid.
Yes.
Wei exposes her eyes and looks fully at Moonlit. Yeah, fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. It's a little
Good job.
bit. Shut up, Carter. I'm feeling.
Moonlit just told her that Buddha hadn't even asked her forgiveness or blessing, just help.
Thank you. Now I remember my rage. Put her hair to the side to look at Moonlit. Because that's a fucking scumbag shithole thing to do.
Oh, my spirit, tell me about it.
He didn't even say sorry?
He did apologize, however, right afterwards, he said that he would put aside his own personal feelings about me for the greater good of the Isles.
What the fuck?
Exactly. Oh, I have a skill that he needs to use, and this is the only way he has come back to me. This is the only reason why he's come back to me. Not because of that one night we shared, not because that he remembered me, but because I have a skill that he needed on his little heroic quest to become a champion of the Isles and save everybody's lives. But whose lives does he really care about? Definitely not mine.
Ray slowly raises out a hoof towards her, but waits, pausing right before touching her as if to, welcome her in if she so wishes. Not really pushing her anything she doesn't want to be in.
And Moonlit looks at the hooves, sighs, seems to deflate, and leans into the embrace.
Moonlit. It must have been so hard.
Indescribably.
Hard waiting, and then when he finally comes back, he does not care.
Does not care is putting it lightly. Way he doesn't give a shit.
Wei hugs her a little bit closer.
And I'm expected to carry out the succession to the throne. I'm expected to carry all this through term. The stairs way. Just one morning it was announced that I was to carry the new heir to the throne. And everybody, this is a very, very small community way. This is one village that has gotten megalomania. We're not a nation, we're one tiny little village. Everybody knows who's doing who, and everybody knew I was doing no. So who could I have been doing? Definitely no one I was married to.
Oh, Moonlit. I cannot say I understand that kind of pain. But thank you for telling me about it. It will help me understand more.
No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be saying these kinds of things.
Don't apologize, Moonlit.
It's not our way here.
Seeing as I am also an heir to my own home, I would have to refrain from saying screw the traditions.
I certainly did that one night.
Ooh.
Wei gives Moonlit a little rub on her shoulder.
And Moonlit slowly slides down to a sitting position. He was so charming back then. All colorful words and... Oh, you should have seen the way he looked at me. And there was always something in his eyes. A glint, a shimmer. It was like looking out to the horizon, but at the same time, looking straight into the eyes of a hungry fox.
It was love, wasn't it?
I don't know. I don't want it to be.
I know.
Because whatever it was, he didn't feel it. He didn't feel it.
And as Moonlit starts to cry, Wei holds her a little closer. Hey, shush. It's okay. It is okay to cry. And if anything, it can stay between our eyes.
And possibly the ears of Luminosity who's been eavesdropping on this entire conversation.
I'm not eavesdropping. I'm standing guard at the door.
Hey, Luminosity,
I thought you...
and small enough to punt 50 yards. Don't worry.
I thought you were gonna say, I'm not eavesdropping, I'm standing right in front of you.
Huh.
Get out of here, you goober!
Anyway, Moonlit Night goes. Both of which are qualities I highly regard in both stallions and mares.
Easy enough to punt?
We're just small. She's into
Yes.
short people.
The correct answer is yes.
Oh. Ah, humor. It is the best medicine of all.
Perhaps one I should indulge in more often. I haven't laughed like this in several months.
Oh, Moonlit. Oh, Moonlit. I don't know if it is the right time for this.
The right time for what?
Oh no, Ton will kill me for this, but what is red and bad for your teeth?
It frowns for a moment, and then she looks up at Wei. I must admit I don't know. It is a brick. Oh!
Oh, I'm sorry. It was probably not the best time, but when I was feeling down and alone, humor always helped, and maybe it can help you too. Maybe. And maybe I can tell you all my stupid jokes. Did you hear that?
I would also like to. Can I roll perception to see if I hear any of this? Like any of the conversation?
Go ahead.
Totally not eavesdropping.
I'm not eavesdropping. I'm just standing right outside the door. This is just.
Totally not eavesdropping.
Shut up.
You know, Zappy, that is literally the definition of eavesdropping.
14.
I'm not eavesdropping. I'm just standing directly outside their door.
listening to the conversation.
Well,
Oh,
considering
Without their knowledge.
considering they are 5 feet away from the door, I'm pretty sure you hear all they've been saying.
I mean, look, he's keeping it confidential. He's not gonna say anything.
Of course he's
He's
not.
standing guard.
Eavesdropping, yes.
I just wanted. He's standing guard at the door, make sure no one else bothers them.
Yeah,
Alright.
eavesdropping. We've already said this.
Alright. Wait, Wing tells a joke. And then apparently, off in the distance, there's a scream of anguish as Pawn yells out, "Wait!"
Way! Anyways,
Oh,
I think he heard you, Wei.
I'm not that loud, am I?
Perhaps it is the supersonic abilities of someone detecting a bad pun.
Ah, you got me there.
Regardless, bad or not, it was rather welcome. What say we retire to a slightly more relaxed location, perhaps one where both of us can sit down.
I think I would have liked that. You are a delight to talk to, Lilith.
Likewise. Which is something I don't often get to say.
You moved out the door, out of the fucking door, you little shit. Thank you.
I'm out of the doorway.
I was
I'm
talking
to
to
the
my
side.
icon.
Oh,
And Wave steps aside and lets Moonlit lead the way.
Moonlit leads her back to the fucking living room place thing, where there's a couch where both of them can sit down, share bad puns.
Luminosity, stop listening in on the conversation.
I'm not. I can't help it if I can hear.
Then
You can
stay.
help it if you're standing close enough to be able to hear. However, if you're so ravenously hungry for our secrets, you can always join us.
Would that be acceptable?
It will make it easier for you to eavesdrop on us, at least.
Pawn just looks around, like he was previously looking at the cannon, and then everybody just walked past him and just ignored his presence. Like, okay,
I said, "Hey, pawn."
I didn't hear you.
I didn't see that Pawn was there. I was trying to make sure my icon didn't get stuck. Let's wait past his punches like I Pawn.
Anyway, you fucking bitch.
Hey, I was not the one who bit the brick.
Shut up.
Wei enters the room laughing.
So I take it from your little exchange out in the hallway that the brick story has a victim.
Oh,
Shut up!
that is why Pawn has so many gold teeth.
Oh, goodness gracious, I was wondering about that.
Pawn like power slides into the room. No! You do not get to tell that story! I was drunk and more than a little high, and that is not fair!
You thought it was a bunch of crawdads.
Would you like
But it was an idea.
more? After all, a story like that is best enjoyed in the company of good wine. Moonlit hovers out a bottle of red wine and 3 very elegant-looking glasses. Passes one between Luminosity, Wei, and Pawn.
Does she take one for herself?
Thank you.
No, she doesn't. She's pregnant.
Wow.
He carefully takes it and thanks Moonlit.
Oh, you're quite welcome. And she
When
pours
Moonlit
herself a
isn't
glass of
looking,
water.
Pawn will spike his own wine with like a bottle of rum he has, so it's stronger. It's
Never
quiet.
change.
That back away.
So Pawn,
Yes.
the good lady wants to hear a story.
Oh, it's not a very exciting story. I just ate the bun. I got really drunk and really high one day when I was younger, and I was very hungry due to the munchies. So I decided to get something to eat. For some reason, Way's younger sister put a brick in my fridge. I'm sorry, not the fridge. Put a brick in my pantry. And because I wasn't really paying attention, I ended up biting down on a brick. I didn't notice at first, and then I took another bite. And I noticed, finally, when the roots of one of my teeth actually stabbed me in the roof of the mouth. And then I was all like, oh, this sucks. I'm bleeding everywhere. Oh, hey, there's some teeth in here. I wonder whose these are. Oh, hey, I'm I'm choking on my own blood. That's not good. And then I passed out.
No, I never took you for such a barefaced liar. You said this wasn't going to be a good story.
What?
I never took you for such a barefaced liar. You said this wasn't going to be a good story.
Oh, I never said that. I just didn't like the pun. Because it's terrible. Like all of his puns. It is terrible.
I learned from the best, and you know it.
I can't argue with that. Anyways.
Anyway,
Yes.
I propose that we bring out a toast to bad puns and remaining teeth.
I was like, I can put a cheers to that.
Hear,
Probably
hear.
need to set out for this one.
Here, here.
Pawn
Eh.
cheers. And again, when nobody's looking, he will then take a swig off of his rum bottle.
God damn it. Oh, God. You know, he is talking about the little sister I have at home, Zoe. She eats bugs.
She sounds like absolutely delightful company.
Oh, when she was young, Pon would try to make sure she'd stop eating bugs by feeding her crawdads instead, but she'd go behind his back and sneak bugs into his food.
Oh, goodness.
One could think it was payback. I thought it was just funny.
After a while, you do acquire a taste for them.
How many worms had you eaten, Pon?
Very few. She was better at finding the crunchy ones.
I suppose those do blend nicely with oats.
Yes.
You notice them more slowly.
Oh.
Turns
Yes.
out grasshoppers are pretty good.
Just have to cook them right.
Yeah.
Problem is Zoe eats them raw.
Okay, no, you can't cook them because otherwise they just explode. And that's bad. It is terrible. Eating them raw, however, not too bad. Little squirmy, tastes like chicken. I don't know what chicken tastes like, but you know, whatever.
Pon, how much time have you been spending with Zoe?
I'm going to wait for a guess and say too much.
Well, after she passed away, I started taking care of Zoe more.
Nah. She did go and visit you a lot after that, didn't she?
She did.
He looks down and gazes into the red wine.
No need to reach over and pats her back, Sophie. Is this something you need to talk about?
It has been a long time. The trip to the fucking snow ruled me over all over again. Perhaps it would be better to talk about it.
Pond says
Otherwise-
nothing and faces the window.
A wise pony once told me that it's healthy to talk about these things.
I see what you did there, and I am both highly amused and not amused at all. They're using me against myself. He sits back a little bit and looks at the red wine. I had an older sister, Clea. She was next in line to be the candle maker of Criolla. A wonderful, kind pony. She always took time out of practice and training to go and talk to everyone, to establish relationships and the diplomacy, to make sure everything was going all right, settling small disputes here and there.
Building trust with the villagers.
Oh, yes.
She sounds like she would have made an amazing leader.
She would have. But she went down to the beach with her friends one day. And an undead decided it was a fantastic day to come ashore. It bit into her neck. And by the time my mama arrived and blew the beast back, there was so much blood lost. She tried to speak. She tried to tell us something, but it was just a gurgle before she passed on into the gentle arms of old Saturday. And that same day, I was announced to become the next candle maker, inheriting the task from my sister.
Luna takes a moment, lets it all sink in, and then she slowly reaches out and offers Wei a hug, just like Wei did back in David's room.
He looks at her and leans forward and just kind of lumps against her. You're not hiding your alcohol very well. Why don't you share?
Pond doesn't really say anything at first. He's still staring out the window. Eventually, he will place the bottle on the ground and slide it over without really looking back.
Moonlit is going to float it closer so that Wei can actually get it.
She grabs it, pours a little into the wine, closes it, and then rolls it back. Do you need to talk about it, Bon?
It has been a long time for you, but it will be a longer time for me.
Okay.
I'm so sorry to hear about this horrible, horrible loss. We've all lost family members, but very few of us have been tragically unfortunate enough to have it been such a gruesome way.
When we were traveling through Luminosity's land, the weather played tricks, and we saw her. And that is why the emotions have come back so strong, at least for me. I cannot speak for Pon.
I've heard of the illusions surrounding Frigid Bay. Usually only beckoning voices. Sometimes just ones.
They dragged the people of my village away into the snowdrift. Along with both of my parents.
Lee reaches out and gently hugs Luminosity a little closer and tussles his hair.
Punter's background. At least, did you enjoy your last moments with them?
It was nice, and I thank you for that.
No need to thank me. It's simply my job. Pon is back to smiling.
And I think my family enjoyed it a lot more.
Most do. Not very many get to have a sense of closure when they pass away.
I think they'd given up hope on seeing them again, and I was starting to feel the same.
At least you managed to say your goodbyes. Yes.
How are you feeling?
I'm afraid.
I understand.
I've been afraid since that night. Afraid that he didn't feel the way that he seemed he did.
That is an understandable fear, my dear.
Since finding out that he very definitely doesn't, I suppose I'm afraid of what the future holds. I know he will never love me. He will never be there for the unborn child. He will never be by my side. And I should just accept this and get on with my life.
Pon will rear back in his hind legs and lean a foreleg on the piano, like a casual stance. So I take it you have been thinking about my deal, correct?
Moon and I just sense him this tired gaze. Pon, you should know a con artist when you see one. After all, you'll be staring at one every time you look in a mirror.
So, yes, no? Well, it doesn't matter. I wouldn't have agreed to it anyways. He walks back over, and he walks over to Moonlight. He has these same negotiating airs, but he seems to be acting more himself. He is starting to walk with a saunter again. He's all smiles, and his eye is gleaming. His singular eye, mind you. Keep forgetting
Singular.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes
yeah, I've only got one eye now.
Or, oh yeah, you totally should have died that one time you got impaled through the eye with an icicle.
See,
Aye.
it doesn't really. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I don't really get about Uda. He's a bit of a bastard, and he has what he has coming to him.
Yes.
What happens to him isn't as important to me. What I said before really was just to gauge what you were like. I'm sorry for being deceitful then. But
Really was an underhanded trick, wasn't it?
it was. Pon smiles. It was one of my better ones. Anyways. So, the important part is not Uda what happens to him. Honestly, he'll get whatever he has coming to him. The question is, does it make you happy? Does getting vengeance make you happy?
I don't believe getting vengeance would make me anything. I would still be as miserable or as joyful as I would be making myself regardless. Vengeance is a hollow endeavor. And I'm just so
sorry,
tired.
continue.
And I'm just so tired of endeavoring.
Faye reaches out and puts a hoof on Moonlit.
So then,
Back into her touch.
so then my next question is, do you think keeping Uda around the shitbag that he is would actually help you improve your life?
If anything, it would make it more miserable.
Now, I almost hoped that you were going to say that you want to keep him because that would make our lives easier, but I cannot inflict him upon you.
You're kinder than you seem in that case.
That being said, he did not get me pregnant, so it's easier for me to put up with him.
To
So,
tell you the blunt and honest truth.
I'm sorry?
To tell you the blunt and honest truth, I never wanted Uda to stay. I never wanted to see his face again. I was just full of so much rage. I don't know what I'll take as payment for my services anymore.
Then
Just,
prove to him that you don't need him.
Moonlit.
You're strong enough on your own.
I would like to say that instead of trying to prove it to him, you have nothing to prove to him, to be honest.
Well, yes.
Absolutely nothing. He's a complete shitbag and doesn't really need anything proven to him that you're better than him.
Look,
So
I'm
the
not
question
great
is,
I'm not great at words.
yes, you want. The question is, actually, I would like to ask you, as I pawn of Criolla, attempting to deal with the cutthroat menace, I would like to formally ask you and request your aid on our quest. Fuck Uda.
I did. It was a pleasant experience.
Ah, good point. Bad choice of words.
You dug yourself your own grave, Pawn.
Yeah,
Well,
I wouldn't
Man, I
either.
already did that.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
In any case, Moonlit stands up from the couch and looks Palm straight in the eye. I shall hereby formally extend to you my services and knowledge.
Yay! Doesn't that feel better?
It probably will, eventually.
I'm sure it feels like a weight off your shoulders. A metaphorical weight, obviously.
Rather, it feels like a tightening of the throat. A certain nausea. Actually, I'll be right back. She walks out and you hear galloping noises.
Oh,
shit.
I guess I am not exactly the fanciest. I would have puked inside of the pot.
Meh.
We're really a bunch of broken people, aren't we?
I'm always wasted. I don't know what you're talking about.
I said broken, not wasted.
There's nothing broken about us. I mean, well, okay, I am missing parts, but not you two are. That's the
Others
important.
too.
Nobody fucking cares.
I ain't broken.
The whole broken people thing is stupid. What do you even hate that on? Why do I sound Indian?
Thank you, come again.
Thank you, come again. Anyways. I
Pon, your accent is drifting.
Pon, Jesus.
Pon, your accent is drifting.
Yeah. I completely lost the fucking tone of Pon's accent. Fuck. Not that it was a very good accent anyways.
Just go normal.
Fun one.
So, okay. Maximum effort.
Maximum effort.
Look, you can just go normal for the time being until you find it again.
I mean, I
we-
don't know what normal is, anyways. It's an entirely foreign concept. It's ridiculous.
Lumi, we ain't broken. We got nicks and such, but we ain't broken. We're fine.
Hey.
Takes out her own fucking bottle and starts to like pour more into the glass that has now been emptied of red wine. Offers a little bit to Pawn.
Hey, what about
You had
me?
your own bottle this entire time.
I'm sharing.
Can I get some of that?
Yeah, sure. Won't drink too much. Pours them both a little bit, then puts it away as Moonlit walks in. Hey, Moonlit. Hello again. I apologize for my rather graceless exit. I have some of that.
Do you have a current physician right now, Moonlit?
The town has a few physicians, and yes, one of them is assigned to me. She takes a waste glass, drinks a bit of it, swirls it around, walks over to one of the potted plants and just spits it out. Oh. Yeah, I understand that. I miss being able to drink. It goes to move over the wine bottles. He carefully walks over. Pats her. Moonlit leans a little towards her.
Is there anything that I can assist with at the moment? I get antsy when there's not work to be done.
I could use a sandwich.
I'm not a cook.
Man, Luminosity, go make him a sandwich. No, I'd rather package as well.
I can't say how good my cooking will be.
How can you fuck up a sandwich?
You have obviously.
You take some bread. You cut bread in half. You put stuff in between slices of bread. It's not rocket surgery.
Look. Speaking from experience, this is Steffi. You have never seen me try to cook.
Don't use beetles and it'll be fine. Keep it simple, and if you have to, do pair the crunchy ones with the lettuce. Yes.
Okay, I'll be back. I'm gonna go find the kitchen, I guess.
Literally sent Luminosity off to make a fucking sandwich.
Yes, I did.
But I guess anything to keep him from pacing.
A minute later, he comes back with liquid toast.
How?
Right, toast water?
Never mind. That's not the kitchen.
No, it is not.
Liquid bread like beer. Yes. Yes, it is. So that is not come back.
Man.
This is actually a thing that happened in the show.
So, liquid toast. All right.
All right. Okay. I ran off. Forgot I didn't know where the kitchen was.
I don't blame you. It's rather strangely placed. Go to the library. It's the only door in there.
That is a strange place to keep your kitchen. But I'm not arguing.
I wasn't the one who built this house. Unfortunately, that honor goes to my forefathers. God, I want out of this.
I'm assuming it's this one right here. Hey, I've been asked to make sandwiches for Moonlit and a couple of guests.
Oh, darling. Well, in that case, you shall be needing this apron, these spatulas, these ovens, this beer of brandy, this bottle of brandy, this salad, these pickles, this lettuce, these tomatoes, these 3 different kinds of meats, and these 3 different kinds of cheese. Go over to cut the crusts off and marinate them just lightly in the brandy, not too much. We wouldn't want it hurting for a little baby.
I missed.
For half an hour.
I missed working at a bar.
Ha! So during that, Pon will pour himself another cup, again from his rum. He will put down the wine glass and pull out his own cup, because he's a classy bitch.
Hey, what do I need to roll for this chicken?
I'm
Roll
gonna
for sandwich.
Craft food.
I'm gonna
I said
say
craft.
Luck. Dumb luck.
yes, either luck or fucking craft food.
I mean, I don't have craft food. I can just roll craft.
You can roll perform, or if you're really feeling it, bluff.
You know what? Let's go for
Perform
performance.
cooking.
Yes.
You know what? Perform it is.
Performance art.
You know what?
I
Perform it is.
feel the love tonight.
If I roll high enough, I'll even stick bugs in Pawn sandwich.
Oh my god, yes, please!
Yes, please roll high enough.
What did Moonlit Knight say?
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
You absolutely fail. Bluebell Beacon and the maid both stand behind you and shake their heads disapprovingly. Somehow they both got a hold of little number plates, and both of them have not very nice numbers on them. One is a 0, the other one is a -2.
With a frowny face.
Yes.
Look,
Like the stove holds up a third plate with a frowny face on it.
How could you use me this way, luminosity?
The fucking Russian judge, which is a stove.
Yes.
look,
Back, I got you. Do it.
look. This is why I was not allowed in the kitchen back home.
So while Luminosity is fucking up a sandwich for half an hour, getting degraded by the fucking Russian stove, Pon will have pulled out his own glass because he is a classy bitch.
He is a classy
He'll actually have pulled out like one of those little hip flasks and the bottle of rum, poured the rum into the hip flask, and began drinking out of there.
Well darn.
You know what's fun about that roll? I rolled a 2. I have a +6.
Yeah, we could try again if you want to.
Sure, why not? It can't be worse than the first time.
You really can't.
Digging out in the fucking garden for bugs. This is where I rolled a 1.
Well, that's better.
14. With the 14, you made passable sandwiches, but you don't actually manage to sneak any bugs in there.
No, that's okay. I'm just going to walk out of the kitchen, head hung in shame.
I still want to have my scene.
No, go for it.
During the sandwich interval.
It's okay. Go ahead.
The sandwich interval, that's what I'm calling it now.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Downtime. The sandwich menagerie.
I said go ahead.
Sandwich halftime, even.
Oh my God.
Anyways. And it'll turn around. Pon is obviously drunk enough to be actually fairly wasted at this point because, well, it's a day that ends with Y. So Pon obviously needs to get wasted at the end of it. Obviously.
It's a day that ends with day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He turns back.
Any day that starts with T, today, tomorrow, Tuesday, Thursday.
Tangerine.
Nah.
That's a day.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Totally.
The
Pon
most important day of the year.
Pon will set down his glass and light a cigar because, Creole.
Yeah.
And he'll turn back to the 2 mares sitting on the couch. It's still really weird for me to say that. I still want to say ladies. Fucking weird pony shit.
So give proper ventilation.
Yes.
proper ventilation?
For the cigar.
What?
He wants you to breathe your cigar face elsewhere.
Yes.
Because he doesn't want you breathing into Moonlit Knight's face with your secondhand smoking.
Nobody knows.
Moonlit's alright. Her father smokes like a goddamn chimney.
Like, get up into her face and just breathe out her.
Yeah, no.
Cool.
So you wanted to talk about Cleo dying.
I'm back, motherfuckers!
You bitch.
Yeah.
So this is during the sandwich interval.
Okay.
Pon has particularly started to get wasted and has started smoking. And he looks to the two people on the couch and asks, "So you wanted me to talk about Cleo's death?"
You don't have to if you don't want to, Pawn. However, if you need to, you might have to.
What?
You don't have to talk about her if you don't want to. I understand it's a sensitive topic, and Moonlit said that if you need to, you might have to, regardless whether you want to or not.
That's one way to get all touchy-feely about it. Right. Well, we brought up that Cleo went down to the beach. Cleo, my relationship with her was that she was my fiancée. We had gone down to the beach with a handful of other friends when we were attacked. I was separated from her because she went to go help another two of our friends while I was trying to fight back. Fortunately, I was never much of a fighter. I heard her scream, and before I knew it, the Gundam maker was there. I don't remember much after that. Everything seemed like a blur. I stayed in Criolla for a few more months before I left. I wasn't sure where I was going. I just knew I had to be somewhere else. It was about then that I met. It was after some time of traveling that I met the crew. And inevitably came back, and for that part you all already know.
It must have been nice to go traveling, regardless of the circumstances.
I don't really remember much of where I went. And it was hard traveling in some places, obviously. Not everybody takes kindly to a Greulan, especially one as marked up as me.
Obviously.
Knock, knock, knock.
Yes, you may enter, Luminosity.
What is the secret fuck? I was going to
All
say,
right.
weren't you going to have a secret password and everything? Damn it.
I made passable sandwiches. There's a reason I was not allowed in the kitchen. So I can't trust that these are going to be any good.
Well, if the chef let you out of there, they're probably possible enough.
I also made tea, in case you wanted tea.
Oh.
You and your obsession with tea, Luminosity.
Look,
Okay.
I don't normally drink, unless it's social circumstances where it is more appropriate to do so.
Remind me to just have a garden party with you one of these days.
That's perfectly fine with me.
When Luminosity says that he doesn't drink under like unless under social circumstances, we can see Pawn like upending the bottle, like just downing the entire fucking bottle. Like pops out of his mouth when it's empty. What? What's this about not drinking?
Look, you're free to drink however much you want to.
What?
Wade rolls the fucking bottle all the way, her own bottle over to fucking Pawn after pouring herself another glass.
Look, when people were disappearing on my island, I had to be ready for anything. And I got used to not drinking a lot because I wanted to stay sober in case something happened. And I had
Well,
to
now your island's free. Everything is safe. Now you can get wasted.
I don't know if I even want. I don't even know what I'm like wasted.
Well, let's find out.
Oh goodness.
I have just the thing, as a matter of fact. We keep all the expensive alcohol for show over there, obviously. But in here we have. She rummages around for a moment. Ah, there we go. Home-brewed schnapps.
You little shit.
A little bit should be enough to get even a habitual drinker slightly tipsy. Moonlit passes the bottle to Pawn. It seems like it has rowan berries floating inside of it. Still on the twig and everything.
Ooh. Now this must be treated like a lady. Pulls out a shot glass. Starts pouring snaps into it.
Well, I guess when in Creole, do as the Creolans do.
But we're not in Creole. Ah, you're already done it. Hooray!
Look, I already said that I was going to. Wait, would you like to join the party?
I mean, we don't have to all be standing like 3 feet from each other to have a party.
Yeah, I could take it or leave it, honestly.
Well, you're the one with the bottle.
She gave us 2 bottles. Luminosity. You have not had enough alcohol to be unable to count to 2. 1. Purple. W. Slam.
All right.
It's Pawn's alphabet and number system. It is my
Look,
favorite.
see, I'm Luminosity. I'm only like 3 feet tall, and I have both of my eyes in my head.
All right. Next time you die, I'm bringing you back again.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, you're gonna see how that works when you die, and you get brought back again.
It's super not how that works.
It really is.
You know, the whole magic thing is a consensual kind of thing. You can't just like molest somebody back into life, right?
I mean, you could have stayed.
Yes.
Basically, what he did the last time, though.
Yeah.
Well, it's not molestation if it's consensual. There's the point. I mean, it could become non-consensual afterwards, but that's a whole weird thing. Maybe there's some like role play in there, but I don't judge.
So,
Anyways,
you just discussed role-playing with death. Do you have some issues you would like to share with the rest of the room, Pawn?
Wait, that? No, I was talking about sex stuff.
Sexual role-playing with death?
all right.
No, that's
I think I will need to be sufficiently wasted for this conversation.
that's
And
kind of
Luminosity-
creepy, actually. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
The Luminosity will take a shot glass.
I live in Ellis North. That is an entire host of problems in and of itself.
Luminosity will take 2 shots of the snaps.
Okay, seriously, like not even we Creolans have sexual roleplay about fucking death, and we literally worship the god, the spirit of death. Like, what
Bingo.
the fuck is wrong with you people? You crazy fucking gods and shit.
Death and grave humans, I understand it.
Seriously, I don't get the whole like living god entity thing that rules over an entire nation. Why is that the thing?
Oh no, the alicorns are far less godlike than they are just super equine.
That sounds like the definition of what most ponies tell me is a god.
Most ponies have never encountered a real god in their lives.
Well, there's
Even-
not many.
Even the spirits are not gods, after all.
No, because they're spirits. There's a difference. There's
Man,
a big difference.
They still need to be treated with respect.
That is true.
How does that change the fact that they're spirits and not gods? Everything should be treated with respect.
The implication here being that no one who isn't a god should be treated with respect.
I've had about
Also,
3 shots of the snaps.
We gotta go do our laundry, motherfuckers. We'll be back later.
Later, motherfuckers.
Yep.
What, laundry?
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, we have laundry time. We told you.
Oh,
Look, Luminosity's had about
It's actually
3.
decently late here.
Look, Luminosity's had about 3 shots of the snaps now.
Yep.
oh, Pawn's like perpetually wasted.
Hey, we'll be back in a bit, nerds.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah, we know. You're
Coming
doing your
out all of
laundry.
a sudden. No warning, douchebags.
Yeah.
No, we told you at the very beginning.
Fuck you!
They did.
Yeah.
I love
Pringles.
you too, Connor.
Pringles.
Oh,
Okay, so
Yep.
what do we do in the meantime? I mean, Pawn and Luminosity could carry on a wasted conversation between
I shiv Luminosity.
what?
I'm drunk for our fight. Pawn then does 20 years for manslaughter.
Did you say you shoot me?
I said I shiv you.
Oh,
I'm here too.
I shiv you with the sunblade.
Not as effective on me.
Strangely enough.
I'm not undead, nor evil. So I would actually probably win that fight there.
Maybe. You know what? Now that I think about it, me being wasted is actually probably a concern for his anger and his short temper at the moment.
Haha. Short.
Short jokes.
Yep.
Alright, back to playing Mario Tennis until the girls get back.
Yep.
What is going on here?
May as well use this moment to get a drink. I shall be right back.
We